I have no gun. Game, why do you do this to me? I hate you get revived and you have nothing. It's like, you're just, please.
Hey everyone, as always it's me Jarek and welcome to my gun guide for the SMLE. The SMLE sniper rifle is considered one of, if not the best sniper in the game. It does a maximum damage of 100 and drops to 80 damage at range, meaning that if they're not within the sweet spot and you don't get a headshot, it will take 2 shots to kill. The sweet spot is fairly favorable. It ranges from 40 meters to 75 meters, so it's a little bit closer than the other sniper rifles. I actually find this to be more favorable than the other snipers, as this seems to be where most of my gunfights occur. Most other people will probably feel the same unless you're really one of those snipers that wants to go hide in the rocks on Foul Fortress, and if you are, please stop, please go play the objective instead. The fire rate is average for that of a sniper at 52 rounds per minute. The muzzle velocity is below average at 740 meters per second. Though at the closer sweet spot you likely won't even notice this, especially since 740 meters per second isn't that bad anyway. The magazine size is better than the other snipers at 10 rounds. The reload time is the same as the other snipers since it uses an internal magazine and you have to load 1 bullet at a time or use a stripper clip. That said, it does have a deeper magazine, so you're going to have to put more bullets into the gun, but at the same time you're likely not going to have to worry about reloading to begin with. There are 3 variants of the SMLE. The infantry, which has iron sights and a better recoil decrease, so the gun will settle back down on target faster. The carbine, which has that odd optic thing and less of a movement penalty. And the marksman, which has the low-powered optic that doesn't give scope glint. I don't see too much reason to use the infantry variant, as you generally will want an optic on your sniper. The carbine can work somewhat well, as the optic does give you a little bit more zoom, but more importantly, there's much more leeway if you're strafing and shooting at the same time. If you're like me and you came from games like, say, Halo, where the whole point is to outstrafe and then outshoot your opponent, you might have a bad habit of not standing still while you're trying to aim with a sniper, and that's a really hard one to break, so the carbine might work better for you. With that said, my personal favorite was the marksman. Having some sort of a scope on your sniper just makes sense. As I also mentioned, it is the low-powered scope, so you will not have scope glint, which is very helpful. But that about sums it up. I would argue the SMLE is the best sniper in the game. Yes, the Martini Henry will beat the SMLE in a one-on-one gunfight, but at the same time, Battlefield is not really a one-on-one game. The SMLE having 10 rounds is very favorable if you're trying to engage numerous targets at range, whereas the Martini Henry will have to reload after each shot. In most situations, the SMLE is going to be the better gun to use, but do note that if you are using an SMLE and you come across someone using a Martini Henry, be very careful. They probably will win that engagement if they're competent. An extra added bonus that I will probably make an entire separate video on sometime in the future is what bayonets do to your gun. There seems to be a lot of confusion as to what they do. Some people think they affect your accuracy, some other people don't really know at all. The bayonet does not affect your accuracy in any way whatsoever. What the bayonet does is it makes you pull your gun up out of sprint 2.5 times slower, which is really a big difference, but when it comes to a sniper, this doesn't seem to hinder it much at all, as you're not going to be playing an aggressive role. With snipers, I prefer to keep the bayonet on, as it's much more viable to use a bayonet up close than it is to try to snipe them. I'm probably still going to end up pulling my pistol out anyway. But hey, that's my gun guide for the SMLE. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, favorite, and share this video around. If you really enjoy my content, be sure to come back, because I post a new video every day. And if you enjoy the community growing around my channel, check out the Discord link down below. I'm in there and you can talk to me personally in voice channels. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the review of the Gewehr 98.
Yeah, I know.
Was that an enemy that died right next to me?
Sure, did you see the guy that spawned right next to us?
Yeah, I looked to my right and he just fell over dead, and I'm like, what? Why is there an enemy next to me?
He just popped right in next to us.
34 and 9, I think I got enough recording for... Just one game is more than enough recording for this.